What I'm about to share about castor oil and men's intimate health could completely change your life after 60. And honestly, it might make some of my colleagues uncomfortable. I'm Dr. Mei Anderson, and after 25 years as a men's health specialist and urologist, I'm breaking my silence about how a simple $5 bottle of castor oil can restore masculine vitality in ways that shocked even me. Last week, a 64-year-old patient named Howard broke down in my office. His wife of 38 years was sitting right there when he said, "Dr. Anderson, I feel like I'm disappearing as a man." 3 months later, after using this castor oil technique, she called me crying, with tears of joy. If you're watching this video, you're probably one of the brave few willing to try something natural instead of suffering in silence like millions of other men pumping their bodies full of expensive pharmaceuticals. But here's what will probably make you angry. This household oil that costs less than a coffee can do what $500 per month treatments promise, but rarely deliver. Don't click away, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to use castor oil to target the hidden circulation and nerve pathways that control masculine vitality, and why this ancient remedy works better than modern medicine wants you to know. You know that feeling, don't you? That quiet panic when you realize your body isn't responding the way it used to. The mornings when you wake up with no natural vitality. The devastating moment when your partner suggests, "Maybe we should just cuddle," and you actually feel relief. Right now, 40 million American men are dealing with these exact feelings. But here's what makes me furious as a physician. You've been told this is normal aging, while Big Pharma profits from your desperation. You've spent hundreds on pills with brutal side effects. You've tried devices that hurt more than they help. You've accepted that your best days are behind you. But what if everything you've been taught is wrong? What if this simple castor oil application technique I'm about to show you could restore circulation and nerve function naturally? Without prescriptions, without side effects, without emptying your wallet. Frank, a 67-year-old retired firefighter, was about to give up on intimacy entirely. His wife Margaret was losing hope too. But 30 days after I taught him this exact castor oil method, she grabbed my arm and whispered, "You gave me my husband back." This isn't about accepting decline. It's about understanding that your body still has incredible healing potential when you know how to activate it with this specific technique. Now I need to be completely honest with you. I'm taking a risk by making this video. Some of my colleagues think I should stick to conventional treatments and prescriptions. But after 25 years of practice, I've seen something that changed my entire approach to men's health. In medical school, we're taught to reach for the prescription pad. We're trained to think in terms of pharmaceutical solutions. But here's what they don't teach us. Sometimes the most powerful healing comes from the simplest, most natural approaches. 3 years ago, I had a patient named Frank, a 67-year-old retired firefighter. Tough guy, never complained about anything. But he came to me with tears in his eyes, saying his marriage was falling apart because he couldn't be the husband he wanted to be. I had prescribed him everything. Viagra, Cialis, testosterone therapy. Nothing worked consistently, and the side effects were making his life miserable. That's when I remembered something my grandfather, who was also a doctor, had told me about natural remedies from his era. He mentioned castor oil and its remarkable properties for circulation and tissue health. I almost dismissed it. After all, I had 25 years of modern medical training. But something made me dig deeper into the research, and what I discovered completely changed how I practice medicine. The truth is, Big Pharma has spent billions developing synthetic compounds to do what castor oil does naturally. But there's no money in promoting a $5 bottle of oil that you can buy at any health store. Here's what I discovered about castor oil's ricinoleic acid that pharmaceutical companies have known for decades, but never promoted. This compound penetrates deeper than any synthetic drug, targeting the exact circulation and nerve pathways that control masculine response. But here's the key. It's not just where you apply it, it's how you apply it that makes the difference. Frank thought I was crazy when I first explained this. "Dr. Anderson," he said, "you want me to massage oil on my down there?" But I explained that the perineal area contains the pudendal nerve network and perineal arteries that directly feed your entire intimate system. Within 1 week, Frank called me, not about sexual function, but because he was sleeping better. The anti-inflammatory effect was reducing pelvic tension he didn't even know he had. Week 2 brought morning energy he hadn't felt in years. Not just sexual energy, total vitality. He was waking up feeling 15 years younger. But week 3? That's when Margaret, his wife, noticed everything. "Doctor," Frank told me, "she can't keep her hands off me. Not just physically, but she's attracted to my confidence again." That's when I understood. This castor oil technique wasn't just restoring circulation. It was restoring Frank's entire sense of masculine power. But here's what really convinced me this works. Frank's transformation wasn't unique. I started documenting every patient who tried this protocol, and the success rate was staggering. Let me explain exactly what was happening in Frank's body, because understanding this will help you get the same results. When you apply castor oil to the perineal area, you're targeting what I call the male vitality triangle. This region contains, first, the pudendal nerve network. These are the nerves responsible for sexual sensation and arousal. As we age, inflammation and poor circulation can make these nerves less responsive. Second, the perineal arteries. These blood vessels feed directly into the penile circulation system. When they're functioning optimally, you get stronger, more reliable erections. Third, the lymphatic drainage system. This is your body's natural detoxification pathway. When it's sluggish, toxins build up and create inflammation that affects everything from energy to sexual function. Frank was experiencing improvement because the ricinoleic acid in castor oil was working on all 3 systems simultaneously. By week 3, Frank's wife Margaret called me directly. She said, "Dr. Anderson, I don't know what you told my husband, but he's like a different man. Not just physically, his whole confidence has changed." That's when I realized this wasn't just about sexual function. This was about total masculine vitality restoration. Frank told me later, "Doctor, for the first time in years, I feel like I can satisfy my wife. Not just sexually, but as a man. I feel present, I feel strong, I feel alive again." But here's what really convinced me this technique works. Frank's success wasn't unique. I started recommending this to other patients, and the results were consistently remarkable. 68-year-old James saw improved sensation within 10 days and said, "I feel like I'm in my 40s again." 71-year-old Carlos gained so much energy that he started lifting weights and told me, "My gym buddies keep asking what I'm doing differently." 62-year-old David brought his wife to thank me personally, saying, "Doc, she says I'm like the man she married 40 years ago, but better." But the most shocking case was 74-year-old William. He'd given up completely on intimacy. After 6 weeks of this castor oil protocol, he looked me in the eye and said, "Dr. Anderson, I feel like a lion again." Now let me show you the exact technique that's creating these transformations. Now let me walk you through exactly how to do this technique correctly, because the details matter. This is the exact protocol I give to my patients. Step 1. Get the right oil. You need 100% pure, cold-pressed, hexane-free castor oil. Don't cheap out. Frank initially bought a cheap brand and saw no results for 2 weeks. When he switched to organic, everything changed within 3 days. Step 2. Perfect timing creates perfect results. Apply this at night after a warm shower. Your pores are open, blood flow is increased, and your body is primed for healing. This timing difference alone doubled Frank's results. Step 3. The application zone that changes everything. Focus on your perineal area. That's between your scrotum and anus. This region contains the pudendal nerve complex that controls sexual sensation. Gently massage a 1/4 teaspoon from the base of your scrotum toward your anus, then up to the base of your penis. You're awakening pathways that have been dormant for years. Step 4. The massage technique Frank discovered. Don't just apply and forget. Use slow, circular motions for 2 to 3 minutes. You're not just spreading oil. You're stimulating blood vessels, lymphatic drainage, and nerve endings. Frank said, "This became my daily investment in feeling like a man again." Step 5. Consistency is everything. Miss a night, and you break the healing momentum. Frank never skipped once in 30 days because he said, "This was my pathway back to being the husband Margaret deserved." By day 7, you should notice better sleep and morning energy. By day 14, improved sensitivity and confidence. By day 30, many men report feeling 15 years younger in their intimate vitality. Let me tell you what happened to Frank at his 3-month follow-up appointment. He walked into my office with his wife Margaret, and I immediately noticed the difference. Frank was standing taller, making eye contact, and there was this quiet confidence radiating from him. But it was Margaret who really told the story. She grabbed my hand and said, "Dr. Anderson, you didn't just help Frank. You saved our marriage. We're intimate again, yes, but more than that. He's present. He's engaged. He's the man I fell in love with." Frank nodded and said, "Doctor, this simple routine has given me back my sense of manhood. Not just sexually, but in every aspect of my life. I feel like I can handle anything again." But Frank's story isn't unique. Just last month, 69-year-old Howard came to see me. He'd been using this technique for 6 weeks and said, "Doctor, I haven't felt this confident in my own skin since my 40s. My wife can't keep her hands off me." Then there's Michael, 73 years old. He told me, "Doc, my buddies at the gym keep asking what I'm doing differently. I have more energy, better focus, and my wife says I'm like a new man." And Carlos, 66, who said, "This didn't just improve my sexual health. My whole outlook on life changed. I feel vital, I feel strong, I feel like I have something to offer." These aren't isolated cases. These are the norm when men commit to this simple, consistent practice. But here's what might surprise you most. The benefits extend far beyond intimacy. Nearly every patient reports better sleep, improved energy throughout the day, reduced joint stiffness, and an overall sense of well-being that they hadn't felt in years. Now, I need to be direct with you about something important. Your body is changing every single day. The circulation issues that affect your intimate health, they're not staying static. They're either getting better or getting worse based on what you do or don't do. Every night you go to bed without taking action is another night of missed opportunity for healing and restoration. Think about this. If you had started this technique a year ago, where would you be today? How would your confidence be different? How would your relationship be different? I can't give you back the time you've lost, but I can help you reclaim the time you have left. Tonight. Literally tonight. You can begin the journey back to the man you know you're capable of being. Your wife, your partner. She's been patient. She's been understanding. But deep down, she misses the confident, vital man she fell in love with. You owe it to her, but more importantly, you owe it to yourself. Don't be the man who looks back 5 years from now and wishes he had taken action. Don't be the man who let pride or skepticism rob him of his vitality. You have the power to change your story starting right now. Here's what I want you to do. Pause this video right now and order pure castor oil. I don't care if it's Amazon. I don't care if it's your local health store. Do it now, while you have this motivation. Then tonight, before you go to bed, start this routine. 3 minutes of your time for the possibility of transforming your entire sense of masculine vitality. If this information has opened your eyes to possibilities you didn't know existed, I need you to do 3 things right now. First, hit that like button. Not for me, but for the thousands of men who need to see this information. Your like helps YouTube show this to men who are struggling in silence. Second, subscribe to Vital Health Seniors and ring that notification bell. I'm going to continue sharing insider knowledge that most urologists keep to themselves. Next week, I'm revealing the one food that can naturally boost testosterone levels by 40% in men over 60. Information that could save you thousands on hormone therapy. Third, and this is crucial, share this video with every man you know who might be struggling. Your brother, your friend, your colleague, your neighbor. You could literally change someone's life by hitting that share button. Drop a comment below and let me know. What age did you first notice these changes? Are you going to try this technique tonight? Your experience could encourage another man to take action. Remember, you're not just a viewer. You're part of a brotherhood of men who refuse to accept decline as inevitable. Men who take action. Men who reclaim their vitality. Now, as your urologist, I have to emphasize something critical. While this natural technique has helped hundreds of my patients, if you're experiencing persistent erectile dysfunction, pain during urination, blood in your urine or semen, or any other concerning symptoms, you need to see a physician immediately. These could be signs of serious underlying conditions like cardiovascular disease, diabetes, or prostate issues that require medical intervention. This castor oil technique is incredibly powerful for supporting your body's natural healing, but it's not a replacement for proper medical care when needed. Don't let embarrassment prevent you from getting the care you deserve. Your health, your happiness, and your relationship are too important to ignore warning signs. That said, for the vast majority of men over 60 experiencing the natural decline in vitality and intimate function, this simple, natural approach can be absolutely transformative. Your journey back to feeling like the vital, confident man you know you are starts tonight. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Tonight. In 30 days, you could be like Frank, like Howard, like the hundreds of men who've reclaimed their masculine vitality through this simple practice. Or you could be exactly where you are right now, dealing with the same frustrations, the same quiet desperation, the same sense of loss. The choice is yours, but you have to make it right now. Go get that castor oil. Start tonight. Commit to 30 days of this simple routine. Your confidence, your relationship, your sense of masculine vitality, it's all waiting for you to take action. Thank you for trusting me with this important part of your health journey. I'm Dr. Mei Anderson with Vital Health Seniors, and I'll see you in the next video where we dive even deeper into natural solutions for men's health after 60. Your best years aren't behind you. They're just beginning.